Okay, chat. Let's go ahead and talk about some new cards. Okay. New cards. So if you didn't see, yesterday Kaisa was revealed, and then today some variety cards were revealed. So let's go ahead and check out the new cards and see how good they actually are. Alright. So first up today that was revealed was Frozen in Fear, 4 mana slow speed, frostbite an enemy. Summon a Rhyme Fanged Pack, which is the 1/1 Overwhelm Wolf. Grant it +1/+1 for each time you frostbitten enemies this game. So this is what, like a 2/2? This is like at minimum a 2/2. Oftentimes, maybe it's like a 5/5. Like later on in the game, it's not that bad, right? It's not that bad. You get to freeze something and summon a unit on the same action. So it's like, it's kind of, yeah, it's like Tentacle Smash, except like instead of killing something, you freeze it. Which is like, that's like as good, right? That's basically as good. And I think this card's probably really bad. Like I think at best, later on, it's going to end up being like this 5/5 or something, right? Which just isn't great and isn't really worth running most of the time. Yo, what's up, Majin? How's it going, buddy? Thank you so much for the raid. How's it going? How's it going? You guys just got here. We're going over cards. So you're just in time, and then we're going to talk about what lineups you should and should not be bringing to the seasonals. So if you're interested in that, hang out. Either way, I appreciate the raid, man. Hope you had a good stream. Alright. So next up, we have Cracking Ice, 1 mana burst speed, grant an ally, frostbite me at the next round start. So this is just like, it's a 1 mana frostbite, but it doesn't proc until the next turn. I struggle to come up with a situation where this is like useful. I struggle, because like, the ideal of frostbites is that they're reactive and that you can use them in response to, combat. And if your opponent like knows that their thing's gonna be frostbited, it's frostbited at the beginning of the turn. Why is this good? I don't get it. I don't get it. Fizz counter? But you could just freeze Fizz. Like you could just use a normal frostbite on Fizz. I think this card is probably really bad. I can't think of a use case where this would like actually matter. Yeah, no, I don't see it. I don't see why we would ever run this card, but I don't know. Captive Yeti. It's perma-freeze though. I don't think it's perma-freeze. I do not think it's perma-freeze. There's no way that this actually freezes every round. There's just no way. There's no fucking way that that's actually how it works. It says grant. Yeah, it says grant at the next round start, right? And that's just going to be like the one next round start. It's not grant round start frostbite me, which would be, I think, how it would be worded if it was permanent, right? It's frostbite me at the next round start. I think there's like a 0% chance that this is going to be, that this is like a permanent flash freeze. There's no fucking way. There's no fucking way. Yeah, no, I'd say there's actually a 0% chance. If it is, I mean, hell yeah, dude. Like 1 mana freeze them every turn. That sounds really good. We should run a lot of those. But there's no way. Actually, no way. Yeah, no, it's okay, Metal. It's okay. Chill, homie. Captive Yeti. 6 mana 5/5 Overwhelm. Reputation I cost 3. So I know a lot of people are excited about this card because it's Yeti support, right? It's another Yeti. I think this card's bad. I think this card's really bad. I can't think of a reason to play it. Because, like, what Yeti needs is more consistency on, like, getting your Abominable out, right? Abominable's the 8th drop that if you have 2 Yetis on board, it summons it out from your hand. Which is, like, if Yetis is good, that card is the reason that Yetis are good. So I like, this thing costs 6 mana. The only way you're proccing Reputation is by already having Yetis out. And if you already have Yetis out, then, this card's obviously not helping out your chance to get Abominable on board, right? I can't think of a reason to run this card. Um, if this card sees play, it might be in, you know, like a reputation deck where you play it on like turn 5 as a 3 mana 5/5, and like maybe that's good enough. But I feel like probably not. I feel like this card's probably just really bad. Um, yeah, I'm not impressed with this card at all. I'm glad that Rico Rex is getting his own support in these patches, but just not at all impressed. Yo, thanks, Infinity. I'll check it out in a minute. Solari Stellacorn, 5 mana 4/6 Daybreak, heal all allies 3. Okay, Daybreak support. I've said for a while that Daybreak only needs like 1 or 2 cards to be really good. Um, and I think this is a cool approach to Daybreak. Because I think one thing that Daybreak has is that it tries to set up a board, and it has to go into combat multiple times. So like its units get whittled down, right? Um, so like a heal all like could be good. It could be good to help try and maintain board. The issue is this thing costs 5 mana, so it's fighting with Ravune as your 5-drop. And it just doesn't do enough. Like, its stats aren't great. If this thing was like a 4 mana 3/5, like maybe it could play. But as it is, I think this card's like bad. Like really bad. Yeah. I don't know. I can't think of a reason to play this card. If it held Nexus, I don't know if that would be enough either. Yeah, I don't know. Husk, Desperate Husk, Stubborn Husk, Enraged Husk. When they die, or when you summon out an ally, they die, and it gives them their little keyword. None of these are collectible. Note that. So they're probably going to be generated for Evelyn somehow. I'm excited for that. We'll have to see what Evelyn does. Makes Ravune worse because it can generate it. Yeah, I don't know. Good buff spells to cheese out with the Husk. I think it's really hard to judge any of the Husk cards. Like, spoiler, there's another one down here, Warded Husk, which has a spell shield, which, like, seems like the generically strongest one, other than, like, maybe Challenger. But it's hard to say because we don't know how they're generated, so, like, I think it's hard to judge, right? But, yeah. Kaisa. Let's talk about Kaisa. Kaisa, 5 mana 4/4, quick attack, and evolve. Evolve is a new keyword that activates when you have played out 6 different keywords, 6 unique different keywords that aren't evolved. So keep that in mind. When it activates, it gives all your evolve units +2/+2. I think the issue with evaluating a lot of these evolve cards is going to be that we don't know how quickly we get evolve. Is this something that's going to be activated on turn 5 consistently? Maybe. Is it like activated on turn 7 consistently, right? It's going to be really hard. So keep that in mind, that we aren't really able to evaluate these perfectly yet, but I'm excited for it. 5 keywords, right? Excluding quick attack. So, I mean, evolve is just 6, and like there's more than, like, other cards have evolve too, right? So I'm not sure what you mean. When I'm summoned or round start, if you have the attack token, create a second skin in hand. So second skin is 0 mana, focus speed, grant allied Kaisas everywhere, other allies positive keywords. So it's just a way of like sharing keywords, which is really strong. Like, it is really cool. I like the idea of second skin. The fact that it's 0 mana means that you're playing it every turn. I'm thinking about playing, if you have like Kaisa with Rumble, that sounds really cool because Rumble gets 3 keywords. And like on curve, you can play her out, steal that spell shield. That could be cool. Alternatively, you can steal something you like, Supercharge. I think it's a cool idea. I'm a little bit worried about Kaisa because she's 5 mana. Like 5 mana 4/4 quick attack. We saw this with like Kindred, where it's hard to justify that type of stat line. So I think a lot of it's going to come down to how quickly she can actually evolve, right? Her level up is evolve. So when she's leveled up, it's the same thing, except on attack. Deal 1 for each positive keyword I have to enemies or the enemy nexus lowest health first. Which the targeting on it's like a little bit weird. But it seems like a cool ability. I I don't know. I think it's really hard to judge Kaisa. It's all going to come down to like how quickly you can actually evolve. Interestingly, she doesn't get extra stats, by the way. Which assumedly is because like she's going to get the evolve buff. But yeah, no extra stats is really weird. No extra stats is really weird. She's a 6/6? Yeah. You know what? No, it counts as a positive keyword? What do you mean? Don't we know? It's everything. It's everything that isn't like ephemeral and shit.
Ah! Another one!
Why are there so many? Alex Mack, 305 with the 3 months. Card art so good. Thank you so much, buddy. I really appreciate the support. Lurk does, Attune does not, is my understanding. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's cool. I think it's exciting. I'm a little bit worried that she might be a bit too slow. But yeah, it just comes down to how quickly you can actually activate Evolve. Always level up at 6/6. Yeah, she's going to be a 6/6. So let's go down a little bit further. Supercharged. 3 mana focus speed, grants an ally overwhelm and spell shield. Let's talk about Supercharge. Because my initial reaction to this was, oh my god, that's fucking broken. That says grant. Why does this card say grant on it? And I think that a lot of the community is worried about this card. So a couple things. I would say this is not similar to Zenith Blade. I know that's an issue that a lot of people have, is that we just nerfed Zenith Blade and now they're releasing Supercharge. What is Riot thinking? The reason why Zenith Blade got nerfed was because it cycled, right? And because it cycled and gave you 3 copies, it was basically creating 3 must-answer units for Pantheon, which was like the really strong thing that it's doing. And Supercharge obviously isn't doing that. And that is sort of the difference between this card and Zenith Blade. The other thing is people are like, oh my god, just play Bastion. Bastion sees 0 play. They both give Spell Shield, and Bastion you can play in response to something. To which I say, I think they're entirely different cards. Bastion's obviously a very reactive card. This is a proactive card, right? This is a card that you are going to be pre-committing a lot of the time. Things that I'm worried about with this is that you are going to be able to just slap this onto like Vi, big Vi attacks, big Victor attacks. Because if you have something like, Quicksand or, like a kill spell, you basically have to pre-commit it if your opponent's holding up 3 mana. Because they just get to slap Overwhelm, slap Spell Shield, and then attack. And I'm worried about these really big units, or like Nasus. I'm worried about that. I think there's like a 0% chance that this card doesn't get abused in some way. This is like 100% going to get abused in some stupid deck. Do I think this card's OP? Probably not. It's probably not that OP, but god, is it going to be absolutely stupid to play against. It's going to be awful to play against. Also, it's different from Absolver, right? Because like you really want to use it on units that generate, that already have big attack, that don't need a flip for it, right? Like again, Vi, Victor, and Nasus. I think these are going to be the 3 main culprits for this card. Whereas like Absolver requires you to flip a champion, and as we've seen with like the Papercraft Auction deck, sometimes you have Shrema decks that just don't flip champions, and Absolver just isn't good in those decks. So like having conditionless access to Overwhelm is really good. The Auction coming back. I don't know if this is a Lee card. I think this probably isn't a Lee card. But yeah, no, I'm definitely worried about this card. I think this card will absolutely be abused. But it's okay. It's okay. We'll be fine. We'll be fine, chat. You and I will get through this together. Okay, let's go ahead and keep going. Voidling, 1 mana 1/1 while in hand. I have a random keyword that changes every round. When I'm summoned, grant me his keyword. So the idea is that it's just Patch Porobot, and you get to pick whatever keyword you want. This card's probably not good. It's probably not good. Unless you need it to turbo out your evolve, this card's probably not going to see play. Again, it comes down to like how quickly you evolve and like how important it is. But in general, probably not a good card. Wasn't this a 2/1? Because it scales and it has a keyword. I don't know. Card's probably not good. 4 mana 4/4 Overwhelm and Evolve. So I mean 4 mana 4/4 is like a good stat line. That's like a really good stat line. And if you slap Overwhelm on it and like it becomes a 6/6 eventually, this card's probably not bad. Like if you're playing a Kaisa deck, this card is probably fine. This card's probably going in. Again, I think it all just comes down to how quickly this thing actually evolves. Because like if this thing doesn't evolve until like turn 7, this card's probably not great. But I think if a Kaisa deck exists where you can evolve like relatively soon, I think this is probably like a solid card. It's probably a solid card. Supercharge is cracked, like, right? Like it's not a joke. I think Supercharge is a good card. I don't know if it's broken, but it's definitely a good card. One stat up premium. Yeah, I think it's like a totally fine card. Then 4/5 Elnuck? Yeah, but 4/5 Elnuck doesn't have Overwhelm, right, Baya? Isn't 4/5 Elnuck like literally best stats of a 4-drop? I don't know what your argument is. If all of his units get 6 different keywords, right? Or gets keywords 6 times, it's 6 different keywords other than evolve. It's not good? It is good. This is like, dude, it fucking... What do you mean? What do you mean, Baya? Voidling helps Void Abomination as a finisher? Maybe. Scout double attack elusive? Yeah, is that right? I don't know. I think this card's probably gonna... Like, again, if Kaisa's playable, if Evolve is an archetype that gets played, this card's, like, definitely seeing play in it, and it's not a bad card. It's definitely not a bad card. Yeah. Croc is 6/5? Yeah, and Renekton's OP. What do you mean? Okay. Void Abomination. 8 mana, 5/4 with Evolve. When I'm summoned, grant me all positive keywords allies have had this game. When I see an ally with a new positive keyword, grant it to me. So this is Arsenal, right? This is the Arsenal. This is literally just the Arsenal. But you get to control what keywords it's hitting, right? So something I've seen a lot of people building is Kaisa Demacia. So that you can give this thing like Scout. You can give it Challenger. An issue is going to be that if you're playing Demacia, then this thing's probably going to end up with Formidable too, which, you know, could be a little bit of an issue if you're playing Broadwing. But yeah, no, this card, again, if Evolve is a strong archetype, this card's probably good. Because it's going to come down as like a 7/6 with like every keyword in the goddamn game. It likes Voidling. It likes hitting Overwhelm. It likes Quick Attack. It likes Spell Shield. Like, I think this card, if the archetype is playable, I think this is going to be a good card. Give it Scout, play Bandle, and run the Scout 6-drop. And the Scout 6-drop is also a Demacia deck. So, it's a Demacia card, so you can run both. But yeah, does Barrier count? Barrier does count. It's a positive keyword. But yeah, no, I think this card will be good in archetype. If the archetype's playable, this card will be good. 2 mana 3/1 with Spell Shield. So the idea is just that it's like a 2 mana 3/1 that's giving Spell Shield to other things later on. You know, you can copy it with Kaisa, or it's going to be given to Void Abomination. This card's fine. It's not great. It's fine. Again, like, you're probably playing it in archetype, but it's really not great. Literary Vel'Koz? No. No, just because it's purple doesn't mean it's Vel'Koz. Hive Herald, though. 6 mana 3/3. Grant a unit and me each other's positive keywords. God, I can't see a world in which this card is good. So, like, okay, you can give Evolve to something else, right? You know, you could, like, give Quinn Evolve or something. That could be kind of cool. You could use this to, like, steal Elusive from one of your cards, and, like, maybe it's a 5/5 Elusive. I don't know. I'm not excited about this card, because, like, 3/3, again, like, if it comes down Evolved every time, like, maybe there are keywords you can give it that, like, make it good, right? Like, maybe if it's stealing Kaisa's, you know, Quick Attack plus, like, Overwhelm, because she second skinned your Void Blaster, like, maybe it's okay. But yeah, in general, not hyped about this card. I don't think it's that good. I don't think it's that good. Make this your second Kaisa? Yeah, so, like, the idea is going to be that Kaisa's going to second skin and steal keywords off of something, and then Hive Herald comes down, and then, like, you're just borrowing all the keywords across the board. But yeah. And the best art and lore? The art is very good. I'm not excited about this one. This one seems like the most easily cuttable of all the archetype cards. And then Voidseeker. 1 mana, slow speed, deal 1 to a follower. If you've evolved, deal 3 instead. 1 mana, deal 3 is a lot. 1 mana deal 3 is a lot. It can't hit champions and it can't hit face. So could be an issue. Hive can target an enemy? What the fuck? Wait. I'm sorry. Hive Herald can target an enemy? Wait, is that good? Yeah, okay, so you give enemy evolve, but you steal their keywords.
Another one! Why are there so many?
Yo, Night Stars with the 8 months? Thanks so much, but I really appreciate it. Wait. I mean, okay, that's probably better than I thought it was. You could steal elusive. In the mirror, it's gonna be incredibly cringe. I mean, that's cool, actually. That's really cool. You don't steal? I know you don't steal, you share. Yeah. Evolve isn't a positive keyword? Yeah, it is. Of course it's a positive keyword. Of course it is. But yeah. No, okay, Mayhive Herald's okay. Maybe it's okay. Does it pop Spell Shield? No, because it doesn't go on the stack. Okay. I can see it. Voidseeker. So, since it only hits followers, it's not great. It depends on how quickly we're activating Evolved, right? If we're activating Evolved on, like, turn 5... it could be okay. I'm not incredibly hyped on this card. If it could hit champions, this card's probably good. But in general, it's probably not great. Wildclaw's Ferocity. 6 mana, focus speed, transform an allied follower into an alpha Wildclaw. Okay, so if you don't know, Wildclaw is the 7/6 overwhelm, right? Transforming an allied follower. So like on Omenhawk, you know, it's pretty okay. If you're using it on like your 3/1 that's tough and overwhelm, like your 2-drop, it's not that much of a buff. There's like funny meme things that people are doing where you like Poro Cannon out a Chompers and then you turn the Chompers into an Alpha Wildclaw, which is funny. It's really funny. I think realistically, the most play that this card is going to see is that Pharaoh's Financier is going to find it sometimes and do funny things. But in general, I'm not super impressed by this card. I don't think it's that good. I think it's all right. Like if you're hitting off Financier, you're not upset to hit it, but in general, not impressed with it. Trifarian Training Pits, 4 mana landmark. Each round, the first time an ally with 5+ power attacks, rally. This card, I feel like this card's really scary. I feel like this card's like really scary. Because having like a rally every turn could apply a lot of pressure. Issues with this card, because there are issues with this card. Issues. Number one, it's 4 unit mana. Unit mana is really expensive, especially if you're playing a board type of, like a board-based deck that cares a lot about it. It's hard to see a situation where you can play that down and like not fall behind on board. But God, I mean, rallying every turn is just, it's kind of scary. I know that some people have talked about running it in just like elites and just like rallying every turn. It could be really funny. If you run it with Cataclysm, could be really funny. Like, off the top of my head, I don't know if this card's actually going to be that good. Probably not. But it's a scary card. And, like, there definitely could come a time where this card ends up, like, just breaking an archetype. Which I think is exciting. It curves into Salia. Yeah, but your Salia doesn't have 5 attack. Right? And you're playing Noxus Salia. Yeah. I don't know. It's half your turns? Yeah, I mean, or you run Cataclysm with it, and then it's every turn. Auto-win games against slow decks? I don't even know. Please stream it, true. Copy this so you rally twice at the same time. True. True. No, I think this is like a cool card. I don't know if it's good, but it's definitely a cool card. Yeah. Lord Eldred, Mage Seeker. Here, give me a second. What the fuck is that, Ro? What is that, man? I got added, by the way. Okay. Sorry, I'm back. I'm back. Use Elixir? True! Oh, Arceus, thanks for the follow. Alright, let's run back. Lord Eldred, Mage Seeker Leader. 8 mana, 8/8 tough. Other allies and your Nexus have tough. So, okay. Giving all of your allies tough is like a really strong effect, right? It's a really strong effect. And giving your Nexus tough is also a ridiculously strong effect. The issue, this is on an 8 mana 8/8 that doesn't like end the game. It's rough. It's really rough. God, I can't imagine a world where this actually sees like main decked play. I can't see a world where this actually sees main decked play. If you're able to generate this card, you know, playing like Timelines is really happy to see this card because this is like a ridiculous high roll, right? Like in Timelines, you're already happy to see Tiana because she's like really big statted, and this is Tiana like with text, which is good. This effect against a Rex and only Rex is the most hilarious thing. Yeah, it's the Rex counter pick, man. If Rex ever becomes OP, I think it's a cool card. I think it's a really cool card. Is it good? Probably not. Tough Nexus is like a really strong effect though. I don't know. I just don't see it. I don't see it seeing main decked play. But at any point that your opponent does have it, you're going to be upset about it. Because, like, tough to everything is a really strong effect. A really strong effect. But yeah, I don't know. I don't have high hopes. Windswept Hillock, though. Landmark, 5 mana. When I'm summoned, draw Yasuo. It's a Yasuo boat, chat. It's a Yasuo boat. Draw Yasuo and stun the strongest enemy. Okay, so it comes down, it stuns on the turn it comes down, and it draws a Yasuo? Whew, okay, that's pretty good. Let's take a look what else is going on. When you gain the attack token, stun the strongest enemy. You're stunning a unit every single attack token? Oh my god. Chat, it's so broken. It's so broken. You're getting a stun every other turn. Katarina synergy! If you rally with Katarina, it's stunning over and over and over. Oh my god, it's so good. It's so good. Yasuo Scouts. Okay, so 5 mana for a landmark is a lot, right? That's a lot of mana. And it's only stunning on your offensive token. So it's not like a great defensive card. Yasuo Katarina is really funny. Because you just keep stunning things as you rally and like regain the attack token. Does this fix Yasuo? Probably not. It's probably not fixing Yasuo. It's funny, and it's a Yasuo boat, and a lot of people are going to play this card because it's a Yasuo card. Realistically, this probably isn't great, but Yasuo Katarina's a really funny idea with this, and you will almost certainly see a Mogwai deck like day 3 with this card in it, right? Like, I would say, I'd bet money that within like the first 3 days of patch, Mogwai's going to release a Yasuo deck with this card. Day 1? No, he has to clickbait like Kaisa day 1. He has to clickbait Evelyn day 1. Oh. Okay, Starhound pack. 4 mana, 2/5 faded. My faded buffs are granted to allied Starhound packs everywhere. It has faded, so it's going to get really big really fast. But it's not a great card. It's kind of slow. It's 4 mana. I don't know. I don't know why you would run this over like any other faded card. I don't know why you would run this over any other faded card. It's cute, you know. It's a puppy. It's a Starhound puppy. It's a faded puppy, and I'm all for faded puppy. But yeah, no, this card's probably not great. It's probably not going to see play in like anything, but that's okay. And then Warded Husk, 1 mana 0/1 with Spell Shield. Same thing as the other Husks. So, I don't know. We won't know until Evelyn comes out. Poopy puppy. Alright. So, just to recap, probably not good. Probably not good. Probably not good. Probably not good. Super dependent on Evolve and like how often Evolve actually procs. This card's probably going to be good. I don't think it's broken, but it's probably going to be good. Probably bad. Fine in archetype. Fine in archetype. Fine in archetype. Probably bad. Probably bad. Probably bad. Scary, but maybe not great. Bad main deck. Great off of timelines. Probably bad. Probably bad. Right? I feel like a lot of the cards that came out are doing what sound like really strong things, right? Like summoning an Alpha Wildclaw, you know, tough Nexus, rallying every token, stunning every turn. They sound like really strong things, but once you start actually thinking about it and start trying to figure out like what instances they're actually good, it's hard to come up with ones. So I'm not super impressed with much of anything that's been revealed so far. Other than Supercharge. I think Supercharge is really good. But yeah. Yeah, we'll have to see. I'm excited for it either way. I'm excited to play Kaisa. I think that the trading or like the sharing of keywords is like kind of a cool idea. Yeah, no, I'm excited for it. Let me know what cards you guys are excited for, and what champions are excited to be revealed. But yeah.